better than Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd is the best fighter in his era, and I feel like I'm the best
It's
fighter.
hard. Crawford's very strong, like I am. He has all the same long arms. Like I said, southpaw, right-handed, and he's coming to get you. He don't care about the Philly defense style, whatever style he don't care about that. He's trying to get you.
Floyd Mayweather was recently spotted confronting Terence Crawford, publicly demanding a showdown in 2026. The former pound-for-pound king, who hasn't competed professionally since 2017, has stepped back into the spotlight by calling out Crawford and positioning himself for one last mega fight. His declaration has already set the boxing world buzzing, fueling speculation among fans and analysts alike. The potential clash would bring two eras of greatness face-to-face, promising one of the most highly anticipated events in boxing history.
Oh, yeah, so if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking. Because Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
Terence Crawford was direct when asked about comparisons to Floyd Mayweather. He dismissed the notion, stating, asterisk, Floyd was the greatest of his era. I'm the greatest of mine. There's no need to compare us. Asterisk after his dominant victory over Canelo, Crawford stressed that his journey and accomplishments deserve recognition on their own, insisting his legacy should stand independently rather than being measured against Mayweather's.
Going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. There ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going up that much.
Now,
How you is, you be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever, keep it real, boss. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight.
Yeah.
I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
Boy, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, I'll be this. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like Clyde.
I ain't never been that type of person.
While analysts continue debating who ranks higher, Crawford maintains that such comparisons diminish the uniqueness of each fighter's journey. He respects Mayweather, but refuses to be judged by another man's standard, preferring history to honor his legacy independently.
Definitely want to agree that he's done shit that Floyd Mayweather ain't done.
Like what?
Like what?
What is, don't know.
He is a two-time undisputed champion. Floyd wasn't a one-time undisputed champion. So he has all the belts in one division and then moved up and got all the belts in another division. I don't know if that's ever happened in the history of boxing.
Yes, and he beat the man.
And he beat the man. Let's give Terence Crawford his flowers,
Yes.
because everything he said he was going to do,
He done it.
At 40, Terence Crawford has cemented his place in history by becoming undisputed in multiple weight classes and defeating champions as he climbed divisions. With elite defense, power, and ring IQ, his accomplishments demand recognition, inviting inevitable comparisons despite Mayweather's dominance in his own.
Floyd Mayweather stopped Conor McGregor in the 10th round to improve to 50-0 in what he says will be his final fight. I actually believe him this time, Max. What's his legacy?
Well, he's one of the great pure boxers who ever lived. He is never cheated himself. He always was in condition. He had no off nights. That's why he won every fight. It's one of the reasons. Not because he's one of the best to ever do it, and because he was always prepared over a very long amateur and pro career. Amazing. Another reason is he carefully selected opponents, knew when and where and when and who to fight, and basically changed the paradigm in boxing. I'll translate. He flipped the...
Floyd Mayweather retired with a perfect 50-0 record, cementing one of boxing's most immaculate legacies. He conquered champions across 5 weight divisions, showcasing unmatched adaptability against every style. His defensive brilliance made him nearly untouchable, nullifying both power punchers and technicians alike. With precise timing, sharp footwork, and calculated counters, Mayweather consistently transformed fights into strategic chess matches, leaving opponents frustrated and fans marveling at his mastery.
I feel like everybody tries to put Bud, say he's this Hall of Fame fighter, which he is, but only because of the two-time undisputed. Floyd never won undisputed. But how great is that accomplishment if your resume is weak? Yeah, you won undisputed, but look at the guys you fought and look how you got to that undisputed status. If the shoe was on the other foot, if Bud did all of the heavy lifting and took 3 belts from 3 champions and then went and took Earl's 1 belt, he didn't do no heavy lifting for that second undisputed title. Not at all. He beat who was that, Joe Horn? Who's that guy he beat for that 1 belt, the WBO belt? Jeff Horn.
After losing by unanimous decision to Crawford, Canelo spoke candidly at the post-fight press conference. The Mexican icon admitted he exhausted every strategy, training relentlessly, adjusting tactics, and searching for solutions, yet still couldn't solve Crawford's style. He openly praised Crawford's all-around brilliance, acknowledging his complete arsenal of skills, and declaring that Crawford truly possesses everything inside the ring.
In contrast, the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Brian Bomac McIntyre, Terence Crawford's trainer, has openly declared his belief that Crawford surpasses Floyd Mayweather. Following Crawford's dominant victory over Canelo to become undisputed in 3 divisions, Bomac drew direct comparisons between the two greats. Responding to Canelo's praise, he agreed that Crawford is way better than Mayweather, highlighting Bud's all-around arsenal, defense, adaptability, and intelligence, and insisting that Crawford's complete skill set is elevated and beyond even Mayweather's legendary standard in his prime.
And you had a Cavs hat on, this time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. GOAT. Greatest all time, man. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to his coaches. Not just me, Saul Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists, everybody played a part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terence? Yeah. Oh, of course. Of course he is.
Shane Sugar Mosley recently weighed in, giving Crawford the edge over Mayweather. He praised Crawford as a more complete fighter, citing his physical size, longer reach, and ability to seamlessly switch between orthodox and southpaw. While acknowledging Mayweather's greatness and extraordinary talent, Mosley argued that Crawford's versatility, coupled with his power, would likely tip the balance in his favor in a hypothetical showdown.
Out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have had the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. Like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Bob Arum, the legendary promoter who has worked with both Mayweather and Crawford, has stated that he believes Crawford would defeat Mayweather in his prime. Arum emphasized Crawford's rare ambidexterity, noting his ability to fight equally well from orthodox and southpaw stances, while seamlessly switching mid-fight without losing effectiveness. This, Arum explained, makes him uniquely difficult to prepare for, as opponents often train for one style only to be disrupted by Crawford's sudden angle changes. He also highlighted Crawford's adaptability, defensive skills, and high ring IQ. Having witnessed Crawford dominate across multiple weight classes against varying styles, Arum insists this versatility would give him the edge over both Mayweather and Canelo.
Crawford.
Why is that?
I think Crawford is the better talent. I think he's a better athlete and a better boxer. And I just think he's going to win that fight. But it's a terrific fight.
Did
something change your mind along the way? Did you have Canelo previously and reassessed?
No, we never had Canelo.
No, I meant Canelo winning the fight. Did you change your mind? Or you always thought Crawford?
No, I never even considered it until it became a likelihood that the fight would happen. And once it was announced, I felt that Crawford would win. As a matter of fact, Terence came over to me after a fight that we did, I think with Keyshawn Davis, and I told him, I said, "It's a great fight for you. You're going to win that fight."
Why don't you think the weight will slow down his legs, not allow him to...
Because I don't think he's going to put on that kind of weight. Also, I think that Crawford has a rare ability of being ambidextrous and switching from a southpaw to orthodox as the fight goes on, and that's going to befuddle.
Oscar de la Hoya has pushed back against claims that Crawford surpasses Mayweather, arguing that Floyd holds the edge both technically and historically. He pointed to Mayweather's dominant win over Canelo, noting Floyd barely took a clean punch and appeared to toy with him. De la Hoya described Mayweather as a defensive genius, smart, precise, and calculated, while labeling Crawford more of a boxer puncher. Though he respects Crawford's accomplishments, De la Hoya insists that in a prime-for-prime matchup, Mayweather's technical mastery would secure the victory.
The fight said that Crawford was way better than Floyd. You know Crawford, you know Canelo, you know Floyd. What do you think? Who would win in a fight?
My man. I have to disagree because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time. And Crawford, yeah, he's more of a fighter, boxer. Mayweather's more of a boxer. But I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than
Andre Ward, the undefeated champion and respected analyst, has declared Crawford the most skilled fighter in boxing today. He praised Crawford's exceptional ring IQ, adaptability, and defensive mastery, stressing that his timing, movement, and ability to change tactics mid-fight make him nearly impossible to beat. Ward went as far as to say Crawford is a fighter you could bet your house on in any matchup. In his view, Crawford has long been the sport's best, and overdue recognition of his technical brilliance is finally arriving.
Your fighter today.
Bud is definitely one of them, for sure. Tyke Shakur, Devin, Boots,
my favorite.
That's a lot of them, and they skillful in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, like, I can bet the house on is Bud, because me and him, we so much alike in our mentality. Like, soon as I see this dude, he come in the room or I come in the room, we start arguing about basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. Like, man, you can't, man, you looking small. What you mean I'm looking small? You looking small. You gotta really hurt that dude to turn him away and to try to stop him from doing what he want to do. So, skillful, yes. But this and this, it's different, man. There's not a lot of guys like that out there currently. There's a lot of guys that talking. But until you get in that real fire, I'm not saying a guy, you fighting a guy you should beat. I'm saying a guy that it's a 50-50 matchup. We don't really know what you have. You don't even really know what you have.
Roy Jones Jr. praised Crawford's adaptability and sharp ring IQ, emphasized his ability to adjust mid-fight, shift tactics based on the opponent, and make even tough challengers appear outclassed. He acknowledged that Crawford didn't always face marquee names early in his career, but noted his recent dominant performances have strengthened his legacy. Still, Jones cautioned that greatness isn't judged by skill alone. Longevity, timing against elite opponents, and the willingness to take risks also matter. He added that records like 50-0 showcase consistency and brilliance, but don't automatically prove superiority in every dimension of boxing.
Probably in your top 10, maybe even your top 5.
Where do you rank Terence, in your opinion?
I put him in the top 15, maybe the top 10. Because he definitely has the skill of a top 5. Just that he hasn't had the opposition that some guys were able to get. And that's not his fault. He just made one of the best fighters in his weight class look like nobody. That's pretty damn good. Now he proved what we already thought. We just didn't see him against the best opposition near his weight class. See, this is the thing people don't understand. This is what I like about Bud. He reminds me of Roy. We ain't got to have the best opposition in our weight class. We want the best opposition near our weight class.
There's been discussion that maybe, Crawford and Inoue are going back and forth tussling for like pound for pound, that maybe Inoue because of the multiple weight divisions. You're shaking your head no. Tell me why no.
Because Inoue also, when he first moved up, he lost to Donaire. Don't forget that. Bud ain't lost nobody. Moving up or down, he moved up 3 times. He lost nobody. Don't tell me he better than Bud, no.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5?
No, not in my book. No.
Not even top 10?
Maybe top 10 in my book, Kevin. Not top 5. He's maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight, don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand, I know you're a Floyd fan. But here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further.
Before Cotto.
Cotto was not on his
Pacquiao,
level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto is an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great in boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great. All right, so that's not great. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, and now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them biggest, best 2 names you can pull up besides Canelo?
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is, I'm not going to say who
because I can't name a person.
I'm not going to say who would have beat Floyd, like I said. I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James Toney. He didn't go looking for a James Toney.
Max Kellerman offered a nuanced perspective on the Crawford versus Mayweather debate, acknowledging Mayweather's deeper resume, blistering speed, elite defense, and dominance over top names. However, he highlighted that Crawford has consistently risen to every challenge without hesitation. Kellerman emphasized that Crawford never shied away from dangerous fights, instead taking on elite opposition throughout his career. By contrast, he argued Mayweather was more selective with some of his matchups. In Kellerman's view, this willingness to embrace risk greatly shapes how fans perceive Crawford's growing legacy today.
Wild, because if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior welterweights, bring them. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Oh, yes.
That makes a difference to people.
Kellerman further argued that only Pacquiao and Crawford qualify as true 4-division champions, excluding Mayweather by his criteria. He explained that only Ring Magazine or lineal titles should count, noting Mayweather's junior middleweight belt against Canelo wouldn't qualify under that stricter championship standard.